right, it's the Morning Brew, back with all my friends here on the show once again. Good to see you, Amber.
Thank you, Larry. Good to see you.
Yeah,
Good to see everybody.
We love telling our listeners about great events, so we're going to introduce you to two people who are doing a big party on September 4th and give you a little info and background on it. Ann, I think it's about time you were on the show.
Yeah, where have you been? What's up?
Where you been, huh?
I don't know, but I'm happy to be here today.
Ann Edenfield Sweet is here. She is Executive Director of Wings for Life International. And Barbara Ellena is here, who is the chair of the Celebration of Champions event that's going to happen on September 4th. Good to have both of you. Thank you.
Hi, ladies.
Yeah. I've been hearing about your organization for a long time.
Well, we have been around for a while. Actually, we're just starting our 20th year.
Are you?
Yeah, and we work with families of prisoners, and we try to keep people out of prison. So that's what we do, but we do it in a really fun way.
No small feat.
No small feat, but there is hope, and we do make change, and that's the exciting thing.
And the neat thing about the program that Ann started is it's every week in Albuquerque, every Monday night. And Ann can tell you a little bit about, teaching how we teach developmental life skills that a lot of these kids and families are not getting in order to break that generational cycle. So it's every Monday night.
Man.
So we bring in speakers and we teach them manners and life skills. And we eat dinner together, and it's very, very fun.
The children are tutored. Yeah, we have
we've got
tutoring for the kids.
After dinner now.
It's remarkable.
So.
How did it all start?
Well,
I know there's a great story.
That is the story.
Yes.
Well, my husband, who was a 747 captain, one day was arrested. And overnight, my life changed. I had 4 little boys and found that I was in a world that I really didn't understand or know. And so I ended up writing a book. Then I discovered that there were millions of us out there, not just me, dealing with this. And so I tell everybody now I'm uniquely qualified to do what I do because I have lived as the wife of an inmate, trying to raise 4 boys with a $3.5 million IRS lien. So when I talk about how to stretch a dollar, I really know how to do that.
That's nice.
And so we can help people now. We can take what I've learned and what others have learned, and together we come together and we share and we make change.
And Ann's written a book, too, called Family Arrested. And the program really, if we can get this program to go throughout New Mexico, right now we have it in Albuquerque, Roswell, and Clovis, but it needs to be throughout New Mexico and then national. It could be to incarceration, what AA has been for addiction.
Yeah, that's a good parallel.
Yeah.
Talk about the event on September 4th, if you would, Barbara.
Well, it's kind of a fun story. It was like December of 2012. I wanted to introduce Ann to a good friend of mine, Jim Long, who owns Hotel Albuquerque.
Right.
And he said, Barbara, you want to start doing some fundraising more than what Ann's been doing in the past. You need to get it in the mainstream, and you need to, shake it up a little bit. So he said, I'd love to encourage you to maybe do it at Hotel Albuquerque, do it at Casa Esencia. So that's how this all came about. I've never really chaired anything. I've been behind getting corporate sponsors for different events, getting people to come to things because my husband's been a banker, and so, I just know a lot of people here and in Denver and Los Angeles. So we've got people coming in from all over the country for this party.
So the Celebration of Champions is September 4th.
Yes.
And what can we expect when we go to the event?
Well, we're going to start out at the hotel, and Chefs Trujillo and Aragon are both going out of their way. I mean, the party starts at the hotel. We just do a great live auction. We have an amazing piece that Sonny Rivera, the sculptor, is doing for us that you can, if you get this particular live auction item, you can commission Sonny to do a piece for you.
That wonderful sculpture in front of the Albuquerque Museum is a Sonny Rivera. He's world-renowned.
And Shadoni in Tasuki is doing the foundry work for us, too. So that's been donated.
Impressive.
I just got goosebumps.
I know.
And then we have Paula Crevichet, who's internationally recognized. She's given us an outstanding piece of jewelry, and she's in the Carnegie Museum, the Smithsonian. So we just have people stepping up, and our sponsors, I mean, you can go online and see it on our website, the invitation, and obviously get signed up and or call our office. I mean, if you want to just go that route, you can just call 291-6412 or go to wingsforlifeinternational.org. And you can see all of our sponsors, who's on our committee. We have the A team on the committee. Your good friend Jane Bradley.
Yes,
I was talking to her yesterday. She said to say hi to you.
Good, thank you.
So we just have, this is our second year. We've got people coming out. The mayor's going to be there. So we've got people really coming behind this because, I mean, who does this? Who does anything for incarceration, right?
Yeah.
So this is a problem that everybody likes to sweep under the rug. And when I met Ann a few years ago, I was like, okay, I think this is something that I've got to get behind. I've been involved with a lot of things in the community, but
Sure.
I see the potential and what this program and this organization can do with getting it into the mainstream.
Yeah.
Incredible. And what are some success stories that you've experienced
on
your Mondays, on those sacred Mondays?
I could be here for hours telling you all those success stories. One is right now we've got a woman in our office. In fact, she's going to be a speaker. She's a returning citizen. That's the new terminology that actually the state of New Mexico has adopted. And we teach people how to become that citizen, how law-abiding, contributing to society. But anyway, she is a returning citizen. She is now working as our receptionist and office assistant. She has 4 children. Every week they're there. And we are really trying to help break that cycle because right now we know that 7 out of 10 children of prisoners will end up behind bars. And in New Mexico alone, we spend over $125,000 just to incarcerate 1 juvenile. And most of those juveniles end up in the adult system. So we try to break that whole cycle. And, you know, I always say incarceration is like that elephant in the living room that no one wants to talk about. They want to feed the hungry children. They want to help the battered women at the shelter. Well, incarceration is behind all of it. So if we can break that cycle of incarceration, and that's what we try to do.
Yeah. And April's doing, April, who's now in our office, is doing an outstanding job.
She really is.
Pamela Chavez is facilitating this party for the second year. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with Pamela, but she's been doing this for 30 years. And she says she's never seen somebody as professional as April. And she's just on the money all the time. She's always on everything that needs to get done. She just gets it done immediately. So April's quite the asset to our organization.
Well, and we teach people how to dress and how to act. We teach them manners. We teach them life skills. And when you do that, a lot of these folks have never been taught these things. But
things that we take for granted.
Absolutely. Sitting at the dinner table is so key. And so, of course, we always need volunteers. So if anybody wants to volunteer, we would love that. And I think what I'm excited about is the name of this whole event, the Celebration of Champions. And what we're really targeting are the champions, like Barbara, the people like you all in the community that really are stepping out and trying to make a difference with people that are usually forgotten.
Yeah.
And especially the families, because they are truly the innocent victim of all of this.
Yeah, honestly, in all the years I've done things for different organizations, I've never seen anybody really addressing this problem. So I thought, okay, we'll be the underdog as far as getting people into this mainstream of knowing about it. But you know what? It's working.
We'd love to have you back and maybe have April with you, too.
Yeah,
we'd love to
that'd be great.
see.
Yeah. Glad you're shining light on this.
Definitely.
And it sounds like a good time, too. So
Oh, yeah.
Well,
it's going to be great.
It's networking. It's not just sitting at a
it
table,
sounds like a
you know,
nice
table of 10 and you can't.
Yeah, so as soon as we're done with the live auction, we move into Casa Sensia for the big party with sushi and
beautiful.
Yeah.
Barbara,
Wonderful.
thank you for coming down.
Thank
and
you,
great
Larry.
to meet you and have you on the show.
Thank
as well.
you so much.
Thank you.
Tremendous asset to our
Thank you.
community. Thank you so much.
Wings for Life International, supported by the Celebration of Champions on September 4th. Should be great. Final cup with the morning brew right after this.